Jacob Kirkbride back again for another match preview here on SAFC Fan TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe when the video gets posted. Burton Albion at home tomorrow. The first of our 3 games we have in hand, I believe. The other 2 is Fleetwood Town at home and Bristol Rovers away. Team news tomorrow. It looks like that Conor McLaughlin may come back into right back after being suspended for the game against Coventry at the weekend. A mistake I made in the preview for that game. I thought Luke O'Nien was suspended, but it turned out it was McLaughlin. So that will give Luke O'Nien the opportunity to move back into a midfield role, which I think all Sunderland fans want to see at the minute. Jordan Willis looks like he shrugged off an ankle problem, which he came off injured for in the game against Coventry at the weekend. So it looks like he'll continue at centre-back with Joel Lynch, which I think is our strongest centre-back pairing in the team. Denver Hume, I think, will keep his place at left-back, but I hope it's in a flat-back 4 because I think it's just too much responsibility for him to get up and down the pitch regularly the entire game. I think we need a massive change in the central midfield area. I think the positive note is that Elliot Embleton looks like he's on the verge of returning to training. I think, according to sources, he's doing early running at the moment, looking to get back fit, because he is one of those central midfielders we do have in the team that can provide creativity when he's on his game. But with the lack of options at the moment, and especially with George Dobson being suspended tomorrow, Max Power and Grant Ledbetter could keep their places in there. And I would like to see a 4-4-2 potentially. I think with us being at home, I don't think Burton will be able to cope with our counter-attacking play like we did in the Tranmere Rovers game where we won 5-0. I think we played a 4-4-2 that night, and we need to play a 4-4-2 against Burton. And I think Aidan McGeady on the left-hand side and Duncan Watmore, for me, who was absolutely brilliant when he came on against Coventry on that right-hand side, really causing the left-back problems. I think he can do that even more on Tuesday. So I'd have him on the right, McGeady on the left, and I think because of the lack of options at the moment, I think Power and Ledbetter will continue in the middle. But obviously a weird thing that Sean touched on, especially when he was doing his interviews at the game on Saturday, Max Power being captain, which I thought was a pretty strange decision. I think Ledbetter having the armband, I think, would make more sense, considering this is a second stint at the club and he knows what it means to the fans just a little bit more, and I think he can offer something a little bit better than Max Power, which, no disrespect to Max Power, I think when he's fully fit he can be a very creative player, but comparing the two, I think Ledbetter just about edges it with the experience he's got. Further up the pitch, with the lack of striking options we have, with it looks like Mark McNulty is going to remain out injured tomorrow as well. Will Grigg will continue there, but if I was Phil Parkinson, I'd really consider a 4-4-2 with potentially Benji Kimmioka partnering Will Grigg up there. Just something different, something we need to try out. I think after his goal on Saturday, he'll be full of confidence and looking to really go on a positive run for a striker now. And if he could potentially get on the score sheet again tomorrow, I mean, this could be the start of something really good, because I think Kimmioka, correct me if I'm wrong, he's out of contract at the end of the season, same with Luke O'Nien as well, and those two players are absolutely vital at the moment. Luke O'Nien for his leadership qualities and the amount of areas he can play on the pitch, and Benji Kimmioka because he's a young prospect. So we need to get those sorted ASAP, because clubs, especially if Kimmioka does well, clubs are going to be looking in for him. But obviously Luke O'Nien as well. I think I'm hearing that a few championship clubs are looking at him at the moment, so that'll be one we'll need to watch out for. So we need to get those contracts on the table depending on the financial situation we're in. But going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, 3 points is a must tomorrow, considering the amount of dark mood the fans are in at the moment. It's just so sad to see. I mean, I think this is the lowest position ever in the club's history. I mean, the mood around the club at the minute represents the state of my Tombola sponsor on my shirt from the 2011-12 season. Oh God, those times. Wow. It feels like absolutely years ago that now. Jidon Wong's winner against City, Stefan Sessegnon, players, Connor Wickham, even players like that, the Connor Wickham which we thought was going to turn into more of an effective player. With sadly it was the injuries that let him down. But yeah, prediction for tomorrow, I'm going to go for, I don't think it will be as fluent as it was in that Tranmere game, but I think the quality will just be a little bit too much for Burton. I don't think it will be an overall effective performance, but I think we'll just get the job done. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory.